Okay, picture this. You're sitting at your desk and you suddenly realize you need a very specific financial document right this exact second. We've all felt that jolt of panic, right? Well, if that's you, you are in the exact right place. Welcome to This Explainer. Today we're diving straight into the absolute most efficient, stress-free ways to secure your Truist bank statements so you are never ever caught off guard. Whether you're totally new to online banking or you're just looking to speed up your accounting, we are going to make this entire process incredibly simple.
Seriously, ask yourself, would you be ready if the IRS audited you tomorrow? Or maybe you're just scrolling through your account and boom, you spot a fraudulent charge. This instantly highlights why having direct, on-demand access to your records is absolutely crucial. You really shouldn't have to wait on hold with a call center for an hour or dig through a shoebox full of old mail just to prove a purchase or verify your income. Having these digital documents right at your fingertips, that gives you total financial control.
So here is our roadmap for this explainer. We're going to cover why bank statements matter, setup and platform navigation, a step-by-step download guide, desktop versus mobile platforms, troubleshooting those tricky CSV exports, and finally, some absolutely essential bank security best practices.
All right, part one, why bank statements matter. Now you might be wondering, why do I even need to keep these? Well, it turns out experts like Experian actually recommend holding on to tax-related statements for 3 to 7 years just to stay perfectly safe. It's basically an insurance policy for your money. You need these records to reconcile your accounts, track your spending habits, and most importantly, monitor for unfamiliar transactions. If you ever have to file a fraud complaint or prove your deductions to the IRS, these statements are your primary proof. Relying completely on the bank to keep them accessible forever is a risk you just don't need to take.
Moving right along to part 2, setup and platform navigation.
Let's take it one step at a time. If you haven't done this yet, setting up your profile honestly only takes a few minutes. You just head over to Truist.com, click on Set up Online Banking, and follow the prompts to create your user ID and password. Once you're authenticated, you've got virtually 24/7 access to manage your money. You'll drop right into a unified dashboard where you can easily pull up your checking, savings, or credit card accounts.
Once you're looking at the recent activity view for whatever account you chose, you just need to find and click the View All Activity link. Clicking that brings up a clearly visible View Statements button. And that button right there, that is your gateway to your official financial records.
Which brings us to part 3, the step-by-step download guide.
Okay, don't worry if the interface looks a little new to you. Once you hit that View Statements button, you're taken straight to the Document Center. Everything is listed chronologically, nice and neat. You simply select the specific month you need, let's say March 2023, and the document will open right up. Now that the PDF is open on your screen, saving it is a breeze. You just click the download arrow on your browser, which is usually hanging out at the top right or somewhere in the PDF viewer bar, and save this official periodic billing statement directly to your computer. What you're getting is the exact same official document you'd receive in the mail, which makes it absolutely perfect for official audits or mortgage applications.
But hey, what if you aren't applying for a mortgage? What if you want to pull this data into a budgeting spreadsheet? Well, for raw data, you can actually choose a specific date range in the Activity tab. Usually, you'll want to mimic your billing cycle, say the 24th to the 23rd. Then select comma-separated values, or CSV, as your file type, hit Download, and watch it drop instantly into your browser. Since it's raw data, it opens perfectly in Excel or Google Sheets, making it a total game changer for crunching numbers.
Let's jump over to part 4, desktop versus mobile platforms.
So while both the desktop browser and the mobile app generously give you up to 7 years of deposit history and 2 years of credit card statements, they are absolutely not created equal for raw data. The desktop browser is far, far superior for handling data exports, especially if you need CSV files for your accounting software. The mobile app is fantastic for a quick PDF check while you're on the go, but for the heavy lifting, definitely stick to your computer.
All right, part 5, troubleshooting and those tricky CSV exports.
Listen, if you're pulling older records for a deep financial audit, you might actually hit a bit of a wall. Why? Because the native CSV export you get directly from the transaction page is capped at 18 months. Plus, the formatting can be a little redundant, like giving you the exact same date for posted and transaction, or spitting out 2 description columns. Also, if you were a customer before the big merger, your older BB&T or SunTrust data might be hiding in totally separate historical statements archives.
So the timeline here is absolutely crucial to keep in mind. You have up to 7 years of beautifully formatted official PDFs for your checking accounts, but only 18 months for those quick CSV data downloads.
Mortgages are also limited to 18 months of history, while home equity lines stretch just a bit further to 24 months.
So, what on earth do you do if you need 5 years of raw spreadsheet data, but the bank only gives you 18 months of CSVs? To bridge that gap, you can take those older PDF files, the ones going back 7 years, and export them into perfectly clean spreadsheets using external AI tools. Software like CopyParse, BankRead, or DocuClipper are specifically designed to read bank PDFs and turn them instantly into highly accurate Excel or CSV files. It's pretty much magic.
Once your PDF is converted by one of those tools, it becomes actionable data. You just copy the clean data from the generated spreadsheet and paste it directly into your own expense templates, your charge card logs, or right into accounting software like QuickBooks. It completely eliminates the nightmare of manual data entry. Copy, paste, done.
And finally, Part 6, Bank Security Best Practices.
Now, Truist states that they use a massive, multi-layered strategy with dedicated teams to protect your data while it is on their servers. But listen closely, the second those files are downloaded to your own hard drive, protecting them from malware, local theft, or phishing scams is entirely up to you. So let's lock it down. Always store your downloaded statements in a password-protected or encrypted folder on your computer. Rely on these secure digital files, your e-statements, instead of leaving highly sensitive paper copies lying around on the kitchen counter for anyone to see. Make it a strict habit to review your statements monthly to spot weird charges immediately, and always report suspicious phishing messages straight to the bank.
Which leaves us with a rather serious question. If someone gained access to your computer right now, this very minute, are your downloaded financial records truly secure? It is incredibly empowering to have your financial history at your fingertips, but that power requires a commitment to digital hygiene. Seriously, take 5 minutes today to ensure your files are locked behind a strong password.
And hey, just a quick reminder before we wrap up, banking platforms and their interfaces definitely update over time. So always verify the latest procedures directly on Truist's official website, and of course, consult a qualified professional for any specific tax or legal advice. I really hope this explainer gave you exactly what you need to confidently access your records, troubleshoot those tricky data exports, and take total, secure control of your finances. Keep learning, keep organizing, and I will catch you in the next one.